Hello and welcome to another Division 2 video. As you can see right now in the background, I will talk in this video about the SHD level grind, the XP grind, and for the season pass, or for the season, the current one as well. And especially if you play solo, how you can gain XP as fast as possible on the legit way, not on the cheesy way for sure. And yeah, that's the topic of this video. So I'll just let you know how I did it, how I could gain quite a lot of XP on the SHD ranks. And yeah, especially the SHD ranks, they're really important for the game, especially in the future. It increases your survivability and stats quite a lot. As you can see, you can get a max value of each of them from plus 10%. So 10% bonus armor, 10% hazard protection, damage-wise 10% more weapon damage, 10% headshot damage and stuff like this. So you can see it already. If you go up to SHD level 1000, you have pretty much everything maxed out. And then for sure, compared to a new player, you have a huge advantage. I don't know what I should think about this system right now. I think it makes it a little unfair, especially in PvP for new players. And yeah, the barrier to go into the Dark Zone and fight people if you start new in the division and you meet someone with level 1000, and on PC some streamers they're already around 700-800. I don't know how they cheesed it, to be honest, but as I said, this is not the topic. I will just explain you how I did it and how you can gain XP as fast as possible as well, especially if you play solo. So first of all, the build I use for this is my Technician build. And if you want to see the Technician build in detail, you can check out the link down below. I will post it in the description where I present or explain you the build in detail. This is the build I use, and then for me the fastest way. So quite a lot of people, they're gonna grind, or they think the fastest way is doing heroic missions like this one here. And as you can see right now on the top right side, I have activated all modifiers or all directives. And this is one thing I would recommend you. As you can see, it's 125% more XP you get if you activate them all. For sure, it makes it a little pain to play sometimes, but you get used to it. I promise you, you get used to it. And if you use the build I present you, it makes it not too hard. I play on challenging. For me, it's just not work heroic, even gear-wise or drop-wise, the gear you get, it's not really better in my opinion compared to challenging. This is one reason. And the time it takes to finish some control points whatsoever, it's just longer. So I would say if you calculate it down XP per minute, then this for me is the best setup. So challenging and all directives active. And yeah, I had a discussion, or many, more than one, on Facebook with some guys. They always they try to convert me and say, yeah, Dark Zone is the best way to farm, the fastest way for XP and stuff like this. And I'm not sure. I don't think so, to be honest, especially if you play solo. Yes, you get a lot of XP in the Dark Zone as well. You get around 30,000 for a heroic landmark, but there is just usually one, so you have to run around. And especially if you run, or if you're in the Dark Zone solo, you would have to extract everything by yourself, or everything as well. So you grab items, you have to go to the extraction, you have to call it in, you have to run around to find the challenging and heroic landmarks. You lose there a lot of time. And let's be honest, when was the last time you were in the Dark Zone and you didn't get ganked by a group as a solo player? And if you have to battle with other players, then for sure this costs time, and then you don't get any XP at all. But in a group, for sure, in a 4-man group, this is a good way as well. But in a really good group, you can do as well heroic stuff. So I think you have different ways. But for me personally, as I said, Dark Zone is not the best way to get XP if you play solo. For me, the best way to get XP is just doing open world stuff. So for me, it's not doing missions. As you can see right here, even if I would get 660,000, so it's pretty much one rank up in the SHD level, but for sure you have quite some time with all the modifiers active. So I guess around 15-20 minutes, I would say, to finish this mission with all the directives, with the skill build. So for me personally, if you watch this, you get 250,000 just for an open world activity. And some open world activity you can finish in less than 5 minutes. And yeah, if you find an elite one, so they are the ones, I don't know if there is one at the moment on the map, usually not, if I will show it to you for sure, but they have a circle around it and there's a figure instead of +1 is +2. And if you do a such one, then you get 330,000 for doing it. And you need around 5 minutes to clear it. So for me, personally, really the best way to grind XP and the way I did, it's just run around in the open world and clear these open world activities. And then you can gain really a lot of XP in a short amount of time. And each time you get a loot drop guaranteed as well. So compared to the Dark Zone, you don't have to extract it either. So the first thing I would do if I were you, just check targeted loot. For today, for me, it was the one here. As you can see, I cleared all the stuff here. Checkpoints as well, to get the gear items here, gear set items. So first of all, I would check the map, targeted loot, then go to the area, just clear stuff like this. Just take care, if you clear an open world activity and you have plan to do the checkpoints as well, for sure they're gonna level up, so they're heroic. They're still doable, you get a lot of XP there as well, but as I said, you just need more time. And if you have a look here, you get almost 500,000 for a checkpoint like this. And at the moment, I guess I have between, depends a little where the NPCs spawn and stuff like this, but I guess I have around 8 to 10 minutes to clear one of them. So it's shorter than a mission and you get more XP. And the loot is not worse or not better, it's the same crap. But yeah, as I said, this is a good way as well. So checkpoints, and the huge disadvantage, I guess you know it already. If you change the difficulty, just take care. You're gonna reset the manhunt. I mean, I did it already one time. It's replay, as you can see right here. And if you see replay, then it's you can be sure that it counts for the next one when this one here gets released. So then don't hesitate, just reset the map again, because the advantage is, if you clear a checkpoint on the other part of the map, it stays green, so you can't reset it by yourself. But you can reset this here all the time in these 3 areas. So you could either farm, if you have good items here, if you look for Killer Guard, you could as well just clear the checkpoints here, reset the difficulty, reset it back, and clear it again. So this would be a really fast way as well. And then just a little add-on, if you play with the modifiers, just that you are keen about this as well. So ammo hoarder, you have less ammo, and that's the main reason why I use technician, so you don't have to shoot that much. You run out of ammo pretty fast, so this is the main reason for technician. Then cool skills, this is actually a little bit bugged as well, and you can cheese it a little bit, because if you use a skill that doesn't go to cooldown immediately, like the Seeker, so Seeker you use, they detonate, they go in cooldown, right? And if you play a turret, or place a turret or use an assault drone, it has a duration. And each skill with a duration, if it is active, you can use the other skill and it doesn't go into cooldown. This means always watch your cooldowns, then use the one first with the longer cooldown, that the other one goes in cooldown, and after this use the other one and just try to mix it up. And as I said, if you use a skill with the duration and you use the other one, the one with the duration, I hope it doesn't get too complicated, doesn't go into cooldown. And otherwise watch my gameplay of the heroic mission in the Viewpoint Museum, then you can see what I mean, I guess. So this you can plan pretty well and handle pretty well, even if you have a technician or skill build. Then Fog of War, so I guess you know, with the time where they spawn from, and Seeker Mines are coming really in handy as well, because they seek the target, so you can see where they come from. That's a really huge advantage as well. No regen, that's why I do have the gun with armor regeneration on it. But yeah, if you play careful and if you use your med kits or armor kits wisely, this works really well too. And special ammo, this is really annoying, especially against the Black Tusk, because they use shock ammo. Then you have to be really, really careful that you don't get shocked. But then just let your skill do their work. And yeah, if you don't like one of them at all, then just you don't use it or don't choose it, let's say it this way. But as I said, this is really for me the fastest way to grind for XP. And yeah, that's why I could level up that fast on my SHD level and the season as well. If you have any questions, then just leave them in the comment section down below. Otherwise, I don't want to make it longer than it has to be. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day and take care. See you soon. Bye bye.